Hi, I'm the Gentleman Cabbie, and in an age where we're permanently plugged into cyberspace, I'm on a mission to bring the art of conversation back to the streets of London.
My name's Angela, and I give advice to donors about which charity they should give to.
Firstly, we'll start off with what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
I actually think the best piece of advice I've ever been given is that most things seem better if you have a cup of tea and a biscuit.
That's a really good piece of advice, I have to say. That is really good. Who told you that?
My mum, and it
Right.
just calms you down. Like, a cup of tea and a biscuit will get you out of most situations.
It is amazing the therapeutic power of a cup of tea, isn't it, really? I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but it just, I suppose it maybe gives you time just to sit back and reflect for a second and not worry about anything else, really.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the times you think you're angry and actually you're hungry.
Yeah, this is true.
A little bit of sugar will calm you down.
So tell me more about your job, because it sounds really interesting.
So I work for a charity myself, and we want to make the charity sector a bit more effective, because most people probably give yourself to organisations they've been asked to, or a nice picture of a child, but they don't ask that many questions about what the money achieves.
Yeah.
And even when people do, they think in quite simplistic terms about sort of admin costs. So I work with a number of sort of donors and companies as well, some trusts and foundations.
So when you say donors, do you mean like wealthy people?
Wealthy people, yeah. Normally, I think most people who I work with would be giving away more than $500,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And help them think through what sort of charities they should give to, what they want to achieve, and then we will do some research on the charities to tell them, if you want to give in this field, this is the sort of thing, organisations you should be giving to.
What's the biggest donation you've ever had, or you've ever been able to facilitate?
At the moment I'm working on a donation that's £3 million over 4 years, so $750,000 a year.
Wow. A cynic might say that some people will be doing it not necessarily for charitable reasons, but for tax reasons. Is that something that you come across, or?
I don't see that with any of my clients. I honestly don't.
Are you allowed to say that you have a favourite charity, or is that?
Oh, I definitely have favourite charities.
Go on then, which are your favourites?
So I quite like sort of the small community charities that are really responsive to the need in their area.
Has there been an increase in the number of sort of local charities like that as a result of the austerity that's been imposed on?
So it's gone up and down. So so some of these charities have really struggled, because quite a lot of the time they'd have got some money, like their main core grant from the local authority. So that's been a problem. But what we have seen is a sort of increase in fairly small groups coming together, particularly around a particular issue. And things like libraries have really worked on that. Like, people have come to us for their library.
I get the feeling in general a decentralisation of charity is in the long run going to be better, isn't it? Because if people know on a local level what is necessary for them, I mean, maybe not necessarily for the big charities, but if you're a local group, would it not? And you have more say over what you do. Is that going to be more beneficial? Or?
Kind of yes and kind of no. So the big downside of it is it becomes really hard to get a problem recognised nationally. So I actually think that some of the big charities are excellent at this. So Barnardo's is really quite decentralised in how it works. If you give money to your local Barnardo's centre, the majority of it stays there. But what they can do is see that something's a problem, put in more resources and make it a big national issue. In local charities, what you get is a lot of duplication.
Yeah. Not
necessarily much learning from best practice.
Well, look, thank you very much for chatting to me. It's been a pleasure having you on board. Fascinating conversation. And good luck with the rest of your day. And don't forget to check out the Gentleman Cabbie. Thanks for watching the Gentleman Cabbie. Click the videos to see more great interviews, and don't forget to subscribe.